A very warm welcome to everyone on the coolest YouTube channel. My name is Kotabile. It is the pre-boy himself on the coolest YouTube channel where we unfold the unknown. And boy, oh boy, a lot has been happening. I mean, people have been making promises out there. It's promise after promise after promise. No, I'm not speaking about your ex. I'm speaking about the political parties out there. I mean, it's just a lot happening. I mean, Julius Malema just came out and said, well, I'll be giving 4,000 rand for all pensioners. 4,000. That's a lot of money. And not only that, he also said that I'll be giving 1.2 thousand for all the social grants. Damn, I mean, I don't have a baby, but you know, maybe. But imagine life without the ANC. Without wasting any further time, let's look up what's coming up on the coolest YouTube channel. Well, it just might be game over for the ANC, the African National Congress, and for the MK Umkhonto weSizwe. Well, it was good, but what's going to happen with Jacob Zuma now? And as for EFF, DA, imagine Julius Malema as president of the country, and DA are just about to lose their power in the Western Cape. Boy, oh boy, things are happening out there. It is election time. It's wild. It's crazy. One thing also I want to point out is that the ANC have fallen. Like with polls being conducted, various kinds of polls saying that the ANC are likely to get less than 50% of the votes. Now, what does that mean? It means that if you get more than 50% of the votes, it becomes majority rules, but less than 50%, it becomes a coalition. Like it's no longer majority rules. And as it stands, the ANC are very much likely to get less than 50% of the vote. Now, this doesn't come as a surprise. I mean, things like ESCOM, things are just bad in South Africa. Like, literally, the petrol prices are going up day in, day out. I know it's going to go down in June or July, but after 2 months, it goes up again. And to be honest, the ANC hasn't really done much. It just shows the disapproval of a lot of people. With the Saturday rally that was done at the FNB Stadium doing actually little much change, because the narrative of the South Africans haven't changed ever since. But also one thing that has made a lot of people go crazy, likes of EFF, the likes of MK, the likes of DA, is the president, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, having a State of the Nation address on Sunday. I mean, a lot of people saw this as a stunt, as a way to persuade people to vote for him. I mean, why do you, all of a sudden, out of the blue, is doing a national address on a Sunday? I mean, just after the rally at FNB Stadium. A lot of people showed their disapproval with the president and also with the party, but also the SABC itself for allowing that, because in a sense of way, he is kind of, in my opinion, rather, kind of campaigning and persuading people to vote for the ANC. But relax, I know a lot of people are ANC people out there. ANC is probably going to get the majority of the vote, in my opinion, but I don't think it will be majority rule. And what do you think? Do you think the ANC is going to get the majority of the vote? And who do you think is going to win on the upcoming election? And now moving on to the new kid on the block, the MK Umkhonto weSizwe. These people change politics in South Africa. They are the biggest changes of the political landscape in South Africa, if you ask me, for this upcoming election, because they've changed. I mean, a lot of people left the ANC to go to join the MK. They left the EFF to go and join the MK. And not only that, with them possibly getting 8% of the national election. I mean, it doesn't sound a lot, but for a new political party that just started like less than a year ago to get 8% of national election, that's just huge. I mean, it's big. I mean, EFF are believed to be getting around 11%, 12%, while the DA around less than 20, 18, somewhere there. So for them to get 8%, it's huge. But the Constitutional Court has also came out and said, well, the former president Jacob Zuma can no longer stand for president, which also showed the disapproval of a lot of followers of the MK. I mean, Jay-Z is just, I mean, he has been the biggest. I mean, I never knew that Zuma would has so much followers. This person has made sure that KZN pretty much followed MK, because as it stands, KZN is going to go either IFP or the MK. And if you ask me, I think it's going to go to the MK. But he can no longer be in president. But the good thing is, I know the good thing is, he's going to be on the ballot page. So when you sign your X there, you'll see Jay-Z there, but he just won't be president. What do you think about it? Do you think it's fair? Because also the reason for that he is a convicted criminal. He has a criminal record, and because of that, Jacob Zuma can no longer be in parliament. Not only president, but he can no longer be in parliament. So like and subscribe and have your say. Do you think Jacob Zuma should be in parliament? Because as it stands, also the MK, they don't have a president at all. So like and subscribe and tell me, what do you think? Well, now moving on to the EFF, the Economic Freedom Fighters. The CIC himself, Mr. Julius Silo Malema, has already proclaimed himself as the president of South Africa. I mean, if you trust yourself, why do you even waste time? I mean, the man knows he's going to be president. I mean, he believes he's going to be president. He came out and said, well, I am going to be the president of the Republic of South Africa. My deputy president, Mr. Floyd Shibambu, will be the Minister of Finance. I mean, this guy's already playing. Marshall will be the MEC in KZN. I mean, which is very interesting because according to the polls conducted, well, the EFF have, yes, grown a bit, but not really that much significant. I mean, it's different because like when they came in, they were the new kid on the block. I mean, it's good achievement in 10 years where they've been 10 years, but like current polls, they're probably going to get around 12%, and that's not really significant ground if you look at the previous election 2019 and now, and they're still far from the DA, who are going to be around 18%. But the DA themselves are in trouble because as it stands, Clayton McKenzie and the former president of the DA itself, Mr. Musi Maimane, they've been making inroads into the Western Cape, and the Western Cape is where the power of the DA currently lies, and that basically causes significant threat because they themselves, they haven't grew. That's the biggest problem currently. As much as ANC are decreasing, but their competitors aren't actually closing the gap, but it's like parties like your MK who are actually making inroads, and makes it very difficult to close the gap. But what I can tell you is, go and vote. Until next time, we say love and peace.